average order value. This is the amount of revenue that you generate from each order that comes to your store. I usually like to look at this as net, so that way this is what's going into your bank account. There's nothing worse than looking at gross, and then after discounts, after returns, you're like, well, I only got maybe you got like 50 in the net, and then like 100 gross, and you're like, net $100 gross AOV, $50 net AOV. What's going on there? So let's make sure we're always looking at net. And in this video, we're going to talk about the one app that I recommend for you to be able to improve your net AOV. This app is Rebuy. I took a couple notes here so that way we can make sure to cover the 8 things that I think will transform your Shopify store if you use Rebuy. Number 1 is the personalized product recommendations. This is super powerful because it actually uses AI to figure out what else should people be buying based on the thing that they already bought and what were people likely to buy. And you can have this dynamically change for every single customer that comes to your store. The smart replenishments are also amazing. Number 2 is smart replenishments around discovering how to implement smart replenishment reminders to make sure that people come back and buy again. It's a lot of work to run a store, and if you're running the store and doing everything yourself and trying to keep track of everything that could be going on, you always kind of feel like you're missing out on things that you should be doing. Smart replenishment is one of those things. It will let people know when it's time for them to buy again. Next up is going to be automated reordering. So understanding how to basically set up this feature once, and it will make it so that people can automatically reorder. Next up is dynamic bundling. I love this one for boosting AOV because it's kind of like the feature in Triple Whale where it tells you, hey, here's the things that people often buy with other things. This will do that for you and say if people buy bold roast coffee, they usually buy filters as well. So it will create those bundles for you. And what's great is you just set up this widget in Rebuy on your product page or on your checkout cart, and it will automatically update that data in there. And it's like a feed. So it's something you can do one time, and that continues to pay back dividends for your store and drive a higher average ticket value. And then we go into number 5, which is subscription management. You can manage subscriptions for people who are using Recharge. It will easily allow them to log in and adjust things that they're doing. So you don't have to rely on just using Recharge or whatever subscription app you're using. Next up is going to be customer segmentation. So you're going to be able to understand how to tailor certain experiences on your site to certain customers. So how I would see you using this is you have a new customer and you have a returning customer. Maybe for your new customers, you want them to see a certain bundle, and it's the bestseller bundle that kind of shows a little bit of everything. And for your returning customers, you want them to see a 3-pack of the thing that they already bought. Well, now that's possible with Rebuy. You can basically build out a page and have this dynamic widget sitting there, and that stuff will feed in from your Shopify store. It feeds in those products. Next up is going to be number 7, and this is customizable widgets. I love these because you can put these customizable widgets, and they actually are called widgets within Rebuy, and you can put them in the cart, in the checkout, post-purchase, pre-purchase, on the product page, really wherever you want them. You can even feature them inside of Klaviyo emails. And what's cool is you just update it in one place, which is the widget, and then that thing gets updated everywhere that you've placed that widget. So it's cool to be able to set up as a store owner. I just love systems, and I love how when you can set up something once and see the effects of it everywhere and it continues to increase revenue, it's just really awesome. Next up is going to be detailed analytics. Lastly, it's just detailed analytics around making sure that you're tracking performance and optimizing everything that you're doing within Rebuy. It's super easy to do this. Any platform that doesn't have great analytics is kind of a nightmare. And so I think Rebuy's done a really good job at keeping their analytics really visual, which is helpful. So you can look for like post-purchase, for example, you can have like this decision tree. It almost looks like a flow chart if you've ever used Miro. And that stuff is all triggering the different things. So you can say, if somebody accepts the first upsell, then show them this. If they don't, then show them this offer. And so it's really nice to be able to visually build that out in a WYSIWYG, or what you see is what you get approach to increasing the cart value. So Rebuy is the number 1 app that I always recommend for increasing average order value. If you're interested in learning more about Rebuy, you can check my link in the description below and get Rebuy for your store and test it out. I believe it's around like $99 a month or so. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments below about Rebuy and how you can use it to grow your store. Now, if you haven't been to my channel before, you maybe haven't heard about the Pinky Promise. My Pinky Promise to you is that I will always promise to never hold anything back. That means any of the tips I know, any of the strategies I know, I'm not looking for you to pay me. I'm just looking to add value to you in a way that couldn't even be repaid. And so the only thing I ever ask is that if I've positively impacted you, let me know in the comments below. I've made it one of my goals to positively impact 2,025 people by the year 2025 in the D2C marketing space, preferably Shopify store owners under $1 million, because I believe that they are an underserved population. Now, let me know in the comments below how I have impacted you. And until this next video that you might want to watch up here, I just want to let you know you're doing a great job running your store, and I've got your back. All right, double or nothing. Peace.